everyone, and welcome back. I'm Heather Stamper, and today is a teacher hat day. Today, I want to talk about something that tends to drive teachers, parents, and students just a little bit crazy. Different addition strategies. Holy cabooses, did you ever think there were so many ways to add numbers? There are. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to break down what the different strategies that I have to teach to my students that they need to be able to recognize and then pick what strategy works best for them. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working with hundreds chart, open number line. I'm going to be working with breaking down tens and ones, and then I'm going to be working on compensation, all the fun things. So I'm going to switch my camera in a moment, and then I will show off all the fantastic strategies. So this is an example of using a hundreds chart. Now I'm just borrowing a name tag that I have on all my students' desks, and lots of teachers have ones similar to it. If not, they're pretty easy to make, not a big deal. You can probably get a picture of it online and it's all good. But I want to show an example of how you can use a hundreds chart to add larger numbers. So here we go. Let's say we have 42 plus 27. All right, so I'm going to use my hundreds chart. Now we want to start with the larger number. So we're going to locate 42, which is here. And then we need to look at this number 27. How many tens are there? There are 2 tens. So we're going to go down 2 rows from 42 because they count by tens. So 1 10, 2 tens. Now we're at 62, but we're not done yet. No. We have the ones to take care of, and we have 7. So we're going to hop across this way 7 times. So not counting this front one, that's a lot of mistakes people make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 69. There it is. And that's how it works. You go down for the tens and across for ones. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now our next strategy is an open number line. This is a traditional number line. Starts at 0, goes to a fixed number, which is all well and good if you're only dealing with adding numbers up to 12 or 20 or whatever. So let's say I had 3 plus 4. I start at 3, go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is 7. But that's not going to work so well if I'm dealing with larger numbers. So we do what's called an open number line. So an open number line looks like this. It's a line, and we put arrows here to show that it goes on forever and ever and ever. There's no numbers here yet. Here is our problem that we're going to use. We're going to use, so we start with our larger number, and we put it over on the left side. We call this 72. Now we're going to make 2 large jumps. Why? Because there are 2 tens here. We have nothing in the ones place. We'll get to that in a minute. So I make 1 jump, and that's plus 10. Now I know that when I add tens, I'm only changing the tens place. This is something that a lot of kids get stuck on. They think they have to change the ones place. But if it's in the tens place, the ones place stays the same. So 1 10 plus 7 tens, that's 8 tens. Then I'm going to make another jump because I need 2 tens, right? And now, instead of 82, I have 92. This is a great strategy for practicing skip counting, which will end up helping them in multiplication in the long run. So open number lines can be pretty nice. So there's our answer. And we can check it here. 2 plus 0 is 2, and 7 plus 2 is 9. It's 92. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. But what if you need to add tens and ones? Now let's take a look at a different way. So let's say we had our problem of, let's take that same number 72, but instead of 20, we are going to do 28. Uh-oh, now we have extra ones to deal with. Okay, no worries. So watch this. We make our open number line just like we do start with 72 because that's still our bigger number. How many 10s do we have to hop? 2 10s. So I'm going to do 1, and that's still 82, and then 2, that makes 92. But now I can deal with this 8. Now the 8s, you use little hops, okay? Plus 1, and now we have 93, 94, 95, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, look at that. We went all the way to 100. So there's our answer. Our answer is 100. So that's how you can do an open number line with 10s and 1s. It can get a little messy. And normally I would do a better job if I was using pencil, but yeah, there we go. It's okay. The point is, I got my answer. I showed my work. Ta-da! One of my favorite strategies is decomposing, or breaking down 10s and 1s. Decomposing sounds absolutely disgusting, so a lot of times I'll just say breaking down 10s and 1s. So here's my problem. I'm going to do 35 plus 19, okay, equals blank. Now I know what you're thinking, but Heather, you just spent all that time writing the problems up and down. Why are you doing the long way? You're going to have to regroup. Just watch the magic happen. Okay. So what I do next is I break down the 10s and the 1s. I make 2 lines. These look like 7s. Don't worry though. Now, when we have 35, what we really have here is 30 and 5. And 19, we really have 10 and 9. But now look at what I've done here. I just made life easier on myself. 30 plus 10 makes 40. 5 plus 9 gives us 14. This is a lot more of a friendly number to add than 35 plus 19, okay? So now I have 0 plus 4 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, and there you have it, 54. Ta-da! Again, when you're breaking down the 10s and the 1s, you separate it out, you add the 10s, you add the 1s, and then you smush them together to get your answer. And now the final strategy of compensation. Compensation is a very particular strategy, and it will only work in certain circumstances. So a lot of people don't think about using this one because it's pretty finicky. It works best when you have a number that is close to a 10 that you need to add. So I'll show you what I mean. So let's say I have 19 plus 12, okay? 19 plus 12. Step 1, I look at, well, which number is closer to a 10? Well, 19 is closer to 20. See, this is that estimation thing that people talk about. If I add one more to 19, I get 20. Now, that 1 just doesn't come out of thin air. Oh no, I had to borrow it. Where did I borrow it from? I borrowed it from my 12. That's why it's called compensation. You're taking one away to give it to somebody else. So I take away 1 from my 12, and now I have 11. 20 plus 11. It's an easier number to deal with other than 19 and 12. But the thing is, you got to remember, if you take one away, you add it somewhere else. If you add something, you got to take it from somewhere else. These things don't just pop out of thin air. So 0 plus 1 is 1, and 2 plus 1 is 3, 31. I'm going to show that again because sometimes people think, oh, well, that just worked great for a plus 1, minus 1. But what if it was something else? Well, I'll show you. Let's do another one. Let's say I have 37 plus 26. Okay? Again, which one's closer to a 10? 37 is close to 40. and 26 is close to 30. But if I was to look on a number line, 37 is just a little bit closer to their 10. So I'm going to go ahead, and how many more do I need to get to 40? 37, 38, 39, 40. I need 3. So I'm going to add 3. Now in order for this to work, I got to subtract 3 from my 26. Because we don't just make up numbers out of thin air. 6 minus 3 is 3, and 2, bring it down. Now we have 10, and we know we made 40. So now it's 40 plus 23, which is a lot nicer to deal with than 37 and 26. So 0 plus 3 is 3, 4 plus 2 is 6, 63. Now here's an example of where it gets messy, okay? And the compensation may not be your best route. 68 plus 21. Now I know 68 is close to 70. 68, 69, 70. So I know I need to add 2 to get my 70. Now I have to take away 2 from 21. And if you're not good with regrouping and subtraction, you haven't learned it yet, this is going to be a little more challenging. You have to be able to have the peace of mind to say, I can count backwards. 21, 20, 19. So that's what I mean by saying compensation isn't always the best strategy. It works in certain circumstances though. So now I can add that. Now I have 9, 89. Boom, done. So yeah, compensation is great when you have a number that is close to a 10 and it's easy to take away numbers from the other add-end. But things like this can be a bit challenging for our kiddos at the beginning of the school year in the first quarter. So I tend to only keep it to where it's like these type of circumstances here and here because it's a little easier for the brains to process it. It's a tricky strategy to begin with. I had to slow down for myself. And there you have it, a bunch of different strategies to practice addition with. Not all may work for you, but you need to know what they are so that when you see them and they say, hey, what strategy did they use? You can say, I see what they did there. They broke down the tens and ones, or they compensated, whatever. So I hope that this video was helpful. And if you like these type of videos, please click like, subscribe, ding-a-ling the little notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.